Hey guys, so I'm sitting here on the floor today because this is the best place to find good lighting in the building. But mostly I'm here on the floor with you to kind of tell you the story about possibilities and why I love this place so much. We're coming up on our 5-year anniversary, which is kind of mind-blowing for me. I mean, I've been working here for 5 years now, and that's mind-blowing. Um, but also kudos to you guys, kudos to our amazing customers and followers in our community who has supported us and helped us stay here for 5 years. And biggest shout out of all to Carla Fleming. She's amazing, incredible, hardworking, and she's made all this happen. So I just want to tell you about why I love this place so much, what it means to me, and hopefully kind of share that love with you. Because I mean, put good into the world, right? So Possibilities got started by an investor group in 2012, hence our 5-year anniversary that's coming up. So 5 years ago, 2012, what was happening in 2012? That was a big recession. We called the Great Recession, actually. And in our little town of about 850 people, there weren't businesses opening. There wasn't a whole, there was nothing great going on. And then a group of people got together and recruited some investors to open and start some businesses. So this little ray of sunshine was popping up in Jewell County, known as Jewell County Justified. So this group of investors got together and they opened up the Sweet'N Cream. If you haven't eaten there recently, go try the new stuff on the menu. The Reuben is so good, totally my weakness. They opened Possibilities up and they had started a cleaning service. So with Possibilities, they purchased a building from the existing business owner. The business had been closed for a few years and totally remodeled, refinished the floors, painted the walls, gave the whole place this bright, shiny makeover, and opened a gift store. Because, I mean, where in rural Kansas do you buy gifts? Do you buy them at the grocery store? Do you buy them at the dime store? There wasn't really a place in town to buy gifts at the moment. Plus, I mean, who doesn't want to see a new business thrive in the downtown area? So, that's kind of where Possibilities comes in. And then, where do I come into play? I don't really know. I'm not totally sure how all of that worked out. But I remember getting ready for school one day, and everybody, Jewell County Justified was the talk of the town. Everybody was talking about this new store opening up in Sweet'N Cream, and I think I was a sophomore in high school at the time, and I wasn't gonna apply. I already had a job. I waitressed and I made pizza, and I didn't need a second job. But then Carla called me, and I remember not knowing what to say, because she just asked me if I want to come work for her, or if I would want to come help get everything ready to go. And I was like, I can come by after my lunch shift. I can do that on a Saturday. And it was the first Saturday that we were getting set up for Christmas. And now here I am, out of college, trying to prepare and purchase. Sorry, I'm gonna cry. It's kind of incredible, how these things happen. I don't think I can post this online. Yeah, so I remember coming in here in my purple Nike shoes and my pizza making t-shirt, because you didn't want to wear nice clothes to Bob's in, because you'd probably leave smelling like pizza. So I remember coming in here and helping set up Christmas trees, and I have a feeling that's going to be my job again this year, setting up the trees. And putting all the inventory out and making sure everything had price tags on it. And thinking back, that that was honestly one of the greatest days of my life. I mean, I, all growing up, so I grew up in an old farmhouse outside of Mankato. It had paneled walls and shag carpet and all of that fun stuff. And growing up, my mom, she let me do, she let me rearrange. She let me decorate above this shelf for that holiday, and then rearrange and redecorate here and redecorate there, and organize this and clean that. And just those little things that I had been innately training myself to do, training myself with like the visual textures, you know, all of that stuff. Here I got to use it. And here, nobody would get mad at me for moving their things around so they couldn't find them. So as soon as I got to work here, so here every Saturday, it was just time of my life. It was so much fun, and I had an excuse to put on some cute clothes and go say hi to everybody that came in the door. So that, yeah, that was one of those things that you just, you know, you thank God for. Like, how else did that happen? Why did Carla call me? You know, I don't know how that stuff works. And then, so throughout the past 5 years, there's been some good and there's been some bad. Roof problems, that's a big problem. I mean, I'm not sure if any of you have any idea what it's like to be working in a building that's over 100 years old, 2-story building that is supported by other 100-year-old 2-story buildings. You know, there's a lot of problems infrastructure-wise that go on with that. Past 5 years, we've done some pretty awesome stuff. If you remember when we first opened, it was pretty sparse. You know, looking back at the pictures, at the time we were like, yay, this is awesome. But it's so much more awesome now. And we are in the works of planning Christmas 2017, which is going to be even more awesome than before. And to think about all the events we've hosted in between here and there, we did the Third Thursday things for a while, and those were fun. Those were so much fun. And then we've taught a lot of essential oil classes. We've changed a lot of lives here. We've started our own event service, so people can host their own parties here, and we can make the food, you can use the space, all of that good stuff, which I feel like has kind of opened a lot of doors in our community. And then Bike Across Kansas. Bike Across Kansas, summer of 2016 was incredible. Mankato hosted about 3,500 people for one night. And that's crazy, because that's like larger than the population of our county, and they were all staying in Mankato. So we threw the patio party, and all of our friends and family and neighbors volunteered to let us steal their patio furniture for the day, and we put it out in the street, kind of lining the downtown. And then we brought down a few big grills, and Mark and Carla cooked grilled chicken wraps, burgers, all kinds of stuff just out in the street. And our friends at Moonlight Workshop across the street played some music, and we just had a great time. It was so fun, and that was another crazy day for me, because I had family that was getting married in Virginia the day before. And they'd come out and they'd said, oh, you have to come to our wedding, like, please come. And I was like, oh, but the next day's Bike Across Kansas. Like, I have to be here. And they're like, oh, but our wedding's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And Bike Across Kansas is probably not a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So that weekend, we hopped on a plane, flew to DC, hung out for a night, went to the wedding, left from the wedding, didn't even get to stay for the reception to get back to DC and catch our flight. So took a red eye at started at midnight, got to Kansas City at 4 a.m. I drove home from Kansas City at 4 a.m., got here about 6, slept for about 3 hours, and then it was patio party day. And I was in charge of getting all of the furniture lined up, ready to go, getting the decorations going, making sure everything was in line. And then I was to help host all of these people downtown. And I remember running on coffee, but I remember smiling and loving it. And we have this awesome bike painting in here if you ever get the chance to come see it. I spent a good chunk of time while I was in school painting this bike, and it's nothing remarkable, but all the signatures of all the people from across the state who came to that event and came in our store, like, I think that's remarkable. So if you ever get to come see the bike painting, come check it out. And then from that, it's kind of grown. Our event portfolio has. We started working together with the other downtown businesses and the Chamber of Commerce to put on these great downtown events. We did Wheat Street, which was right before the Threshing Bee, last year and this year. And then Commercial Street Christmas happened last year, and it's going to happen again this year. And then last February, we did Love Me Local. So these have been kind of a new kind of event. Nobody had ever done this before. We got all the businesses together and said, hey, like, what day, what time, like, let's have a big downtown party, let's all have sales, let's all advertise together and split the cost. Because I don't know if you know anything about small businesses, and I don't know if you know anything about advertising, but small businesses have a little budget, and advertising is pretty expensive. So making all that work was interesting and fun, but I'm so glad that it worked out because we're going to do it again, and it's going to be even better than last time. So, little plug, Commercial Street Christmas is going to be on December 2nd this year from 6 to 9 p.m. So get ready for some pretty fabulous fun in downtown Mankato. So more onto what possibilities means to me. Possibilities, I mean, it's the world to me. I'm going to cry again. I don't know how I got so lucky that God planted me right here. Like, sometimes I look at it and I say, okay, everyone else I graduated college from is probably working and making buku bucks and getting health insurance and getting a retirement plan. And I don't get those things, but I have this deep down feeling that I am right where I'm supposed to be doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And I don't think God would have it any other way. I love getting to do all the decorating in here. It's so much fun. And it's this incredible happy feeling when you finally get it done and you're like, oh my gosh, that does look awesome. Over the past few years, Joanna Gaines has been a huge inspiration. I mean, she has rebuilt so many homes, and really she's built up her town of Waco. And really that's what I want to see happen with Possibilities. I want people from all over the state and eventually all over the nation to come to our little store and to spend money in our community and to stay a while. Like, let's open more restaurants and let's open some more hotels. Like, let's bring the people here because, I mean, Mankato and Jewell County itself has such an awesome story. It's a unique place. It's a great place to be. And I think this is kind of our chance to show that to the world. You know, I'm not really sure what's in store for us, you know, where we're going to go in the next 5 years. But I would say the past 5 years have been pretty awesome, pretty great. So when you come in, that's it. Just come in, come say hi, come do some shopping. It's fun, it's great. I'm not really sure what else there is to say about that. It means the world to me that we have so many loyal customers that will come in and purchase gifts with us time and time again. People that will go out of their way to purchase their gifts locally instead of from like a large chain store. People who will not do any of their Christmas shopping until they get to town to purchase with us. And it's stuff like that that keeps our business going. Because let's be honest, small business is hard. Small business in a small town is hard. So any and all support we get is just incredible. I love it. I love each and every one of our customers. I guess if there's anything more I should say, I want you to fall in love with this place like I have. When you come in here, I want you to feel the love that has gone into these walls. I want you to see the scratches on the floor from where I moved the furniture by myself because nobody else was here to help. I want you to see the time and the effort that has gone into every single thing in here. I would say blood, sweat, and tears. And honestly, I think, yeah, there's been some blood. There's been blood. Definitely been some sweat. And like I saw a minute ago, there's tears. They're usually happy tears. But we love this place. It's incredible. And I want you to feel that. I want you to feel this welcome home. I want you to feel like you are right where you belong whenever you come in the store. And I'm sure there's some of you out there that don't know me, so I totally forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Menhusen, soon to be Emma Walker. I love my life in this little town. I graduated from Hastings College with a marketing degree in 2014, not 2014. Graduated from high school in 2014. Graduated from college in 2017. So yeah, that's me. Mostly, I just love home decor and I love giving. I've always been a gift giver. I've always loved wrapping presents. I think that's the best way to spread love in the world for a lot of people is to give them a gift. Doesn't matter how big it is, doesn't matter how small it is, it doesn't matter what it is, but you're just spreading love and you're spreading joy. And when you shop local, you're really spreading the love. I think it means so much to me when people go out of their way to shop local. I think that is so awesome and so admirable. And since I've been working in the small business world, that's what I do. I mean, I don't want to go to a big box store. No way. Why would you? Why would you want to do that? I think being intentional about where you spend your money and being intentional about how you live is important. I think that's the only way to get to where you want to be, or to support your community the way you want to support it, or to grow your community the way you want it to grow, is to support. And I cannot thank the people enough who have been encouraging or just shared some good advice along the way as to how we can do that better. I had a gal come in and she said that she always tries to get cash to spend at local businesses instead of credit cards. I was like, oh, well, that's okay. I mean, we take cards. But she said, oh, but I know that small businesses, you're paying a percentage of every credit card sale to the credit card company. But with the cash, you get to keep it all. So that was a big realization for me. Like, why have I been using my card at all these businesses all this time? I need to be getting cash because I know that it's going to a good place. So this has been almost a 20-minute video. I need to quit talking about this. But seriously, we love it here. We love you guys. Can't believe it's been it's been 5 years as of November 1st. And we want to see you in downtown Mankato. 2 new businesses have opened since this time last year, and that is just outstanding. I mean, come check us out. Check out all of our friends on the block. And seriously, join us for Commercial Street Christmas on December 2nd, because you're not going to want to miss it. All right, I'm Emma. This is Possibilities, and thanks for watching.